Hey YouTube, Scott Stevens here. Hey, check this out. It is now time for my complete and honest review for college football 25. You know, it really bugs me when these people play the game for 8 hours and then they put up a review and get 100,000 views because there's no possible way that you can completely explore the game in such a short time frame. 8 hours of gameplay, 3 hours, 3 days, a week. You can't really experience the game. It's been out for about six. Let's see, it came out the 15th, so it's been out for about 6 weeks now, and I've had time to go through everything, and I'm going to show you what I come up with. It's good. It's really good. I would give it an if I was going to give it a grade, I would give it an A minus because there's still a lot of issues. And for 3 years in the making, some of these issues should not be issues. Some things, I've said it many, many times on my live streams. I do not have unrealistic expectations for video games. I never do. It's a video game. I understand that. Moving things from real life to a video game is very difficult to do. I understand. But there's some things that are just lazy that are overlooked and shouldn't be. And so the things that I find wrong with the games, any game really, are not hard things that would be impossible to make a transition. Like in here in the entrance for Texas, they have the Longhorn coming out, and the movement is not completely fluid because it's a video game. It's pretty damn good. I'll tell you. I'm sure you've seen it by now. It's pretty good, but it's not completely fluid like it is in real life. And I understand that it's a video game. I get that. So I don't nitpick things like that. I nitpick things like logo misplacement on the field, um, grammar, in different game, and headlines, and then a byline has bad grammar, things like that. Those are the things that I nitpick about because those are minor things that, again, 3 years in the making should not happen. So let's take a look at some of the things here. Like I said, I give the game overall, I would give it an A minus. It's really, really, really good. But there's, a few things. There's a lot of minor things that would stop it from being an A plus. That should be fixed. But first, we'll take a look at Ultimate Team first. I have been playing it. The people who were afraid that it would be um, a money grab, well, they were right. It's still a money grab. I mean, if you go to, you can take a look at my team in my lineup here. I have an 82 overall. I'm not that deep into it. I have played it. I played it a lot. I haven't played it exclusively though, like a lot of people do. So my team isn't as strong as some are, but it's not too bad. But there's if you come over to visuals, one of the problems with this when it first came out is that none of these things were saving. You can see now they are saving the uniforms, the stadium, coaches, strategies. These are all saving now. They weren't, so that's been patched and that's been fixed. But the thing that I don't play head to head. That's just not fun for me. Um, and it's not because I lose every time I play. I actually win probably 60% of the time in football games. But to me, I don't really care for it. So there's things, but one of the things I wanted to show you first here, if you come to the store, and I'll show you why it's still a money grab. Everything is points, not everything, but points is one of the you call it monetary things that they use in here. You have training, you have points, and you have coins. Okay, so you can see the green box, the green square is a P, that's points. You can see I have none left. When you pre-ordered the game, you got 4,600 of them, which is not a lot at all. Look at these: 11,500, 3,600, 1,500, or 100,000 coins. A lot of them have your choice of do you want to pay with coins or do you want to pay with points. But some of the better ones you can only get with points. I don't know why it's skipping over that $10,000 one there. Maybe because I don't have 10,000. Maybe I come up here. There we go. That one's 10,000. Now if you want to figure out the monetary value, it's about $1 for 100 points. It's a good way to figure it out. So you can figure out what your cost of these things are. And here's how you can see that. You go to add points, and this is what you look at. $5 for 500 points. That's $1 per 100 points. Okay, so everything is a money grab. So look at these and look at the pricing on some of these. You can see I have 38,000 coins. I'm only doing coins. I'm not buying any points. They're not getting any more money from me. I spent enough on the game itself, so I'm not buying any points. But like this one, you can only get with points. So if you want to get these, in case you missed it, Supreme Bundle here, it gives you you get 5 Supreme packs and an 85 overall. In case you missed it, player, you have to spend real money. So the money grab is there, as people were worried about. But you have coins as well. But coins are kind of hard to get. I have 38,000 right now, and I have spent a bunch. I'm not going to say that I haven't. I have spent a bunch to try and improve my team a little bit. But it's difficult. And these are the best players on my team. I have Jonathan Taylor, Will Howard, Malik Neighbors, Nate Yarnell, and Kobe Bryant. So you can see the top guys that I have and the different things going on. But it's fun. It's fun. Ultimate Team is fun, even if you're not spending any money. And like I said, I'll repeat that. I'm not spending any money at all on Ultimate Team. None. And I play the challenges. I played a solo season, and I was not very impressed with it at all. The challenges are what I find fun. Every single thing has challenges, and there's a whole bunch of them for you to do. You get coins, you get packs, you get different things for completing these things. So there's a lot of stuff to do. They are constantly adding to it at least once a week. They're giving you new content to play, which is kind of cool. And some of them are difficult. Some of them are pretty hard to do, and they'll take you many times to do it, and you'll have some frustration. But that's good, to have things as a challenge. I just finished the latest conference stories here today. These here, the MAC and the Independence. I just finished these today. But these are fun to play, and you get, like I said, packs and coins, and that's where my coins come from. So challenges is very fun to play, and they're constantly adding more stuff to it. So that's cool. You also have this thing here, Claim Your Champion, which is sets. And you go through these guys, and through your collections, you can complete sets. I don't think I have any to complete here. But no, I don't. But it keeps track of it for you, how many players you have, how many you need, and for the upgrades. And that's kind of cool. At least it helps you out a little bit on that. Now, the solo seasons, I did a solo season, and I don't know. To me, it's not worth it. If you look in the freshman season, you look at your rewards off to the side. You got 4,500 coins for winning your 5 games and making the playoffs. And so you get 75, 85, 95. There's 10,000 coins there. So you get 13,000, say roughly 14,000 coins for the winning the freshman division. And in the overall scheme of things, that's not really a lot. I mean, you got things that I'll go on and show you. But here, let's see, we got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and a half. That's 15, 16, 17. So you get 17,000 coins for winning on the All-American level. All right, 17,000 coins. These are fun. I just don't feel they're worth the prize. I think you're better off doing some of the solo battles, which are cool. You have 4 teams to choose from. Then you can refresh it. And for some reason, it's not wanting to come up here. And my screen has frozen. This is another problem that I notice quite often. See how long that took to load up? I see that it happens a lot. not continuously, but a lot. But you can pick your opponents, and you get a pack based on your ranking. I played one session of this. Um, I was I was not very happy with the. I think I ranked as I think I got upperclassman, but that's all I got was a coin. I didn't get any pack or anything like that, and it to me wasn't worth the effort. So to me right now, the only thing I'm doing is challenges because those are fun. The solo seasons I don't think pay out very much. The solo battles I don't. Like I said, I played a couple of them. They're fun. They're short games, but I don't think that the reward is worth the effort. You have head to head, which I don't do, so I can't really tell you how those are working. The house rules, I have not played this yet. I don't know if I will. It does not interest me very much at all, so I can't really tell you about those. But let's take a look at the marketplace because we're talking about the money. So we just took you through the store, right? And you see there's your packs. Remember, 100 points is $1. So you got that first pack next to Charlie Ward there. That's $4.50 for that pack, and figure out from there going right. But if you take a look at the auctions, say so, what was that 17,000 coins? All right, 17,000 coins for good players is not really all that much. You got 79s, 80s, but see how quickly the prices come up here on the auction. And this is what I would recommend to do rather than spend your money on packs because you don't know what the hell you're going to get in those. I really haven't gotten anything great out of the packs that I have pulled that I've earned so far. I didn't buy any, but the ones that I've earned, I haven't really gotten anything fantastic. But so you can see the prices: 25,000 for an 81 overall, 25,000 here for an 83. So 17,000 coins for winning the All American division in the solo season. That's just not worth it to me. The 86 overall, this guy here, Barkley, 115,000. So that 17,000 that you did for all that effort, 7 games to get through, I just don't think it's worth it. You may disagree, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. There's a Josh Allen, 88 overall, sold for 520 or 519. But some of them are very, very expensive in the marketplace. So that's where your money goes to, your coins. But I would not buy the packs. I don't know if you want to spend money on them. That's your prerogative. You can do that. It's not something that I ever do. I pay for the game. That's it. I'm not going to give. I'm not going to let them nickel and dime you together to death. But you could see that in the stores that absolutely they will. If you let them, they will nickel and dime you. And like I said, rule of thumb, 100 points is $1. So you can do the math and figure out what some of these things are costing. This particular one right here, Ultimate Alumni, there is no coin price. So you cannot buy this with coins. You can only buy it with actual money. So I will not be getting those packs. But overall, Ultimate Team, you can play it. You can have a lot of fun without spending any money. Like I said, challenges to me is fun. Seasons, I did one. I didn't find it the reward worth the effort, but you may like it. Battles, the same thing. I didn't find the reward to be equal to the effort that was put into it. But just alone in challenges, I don't know. They're fun to me. So Ultimate Team is okay. It's pretty good. You can play it without spending money, but they obviously very clearly want you to spend it. So Ultimate Team, pretty cool. Definitely check it out. Can't really say anything bad about that other than it is the money grab everybody was worried about. Road to the college football playoffs. That is not the one. I have not done that yet. I have not started that. I will eventually, but I've been doing Ultimate Team Dynasty and Road to Glory. So first we'll check out the Road to Glory. My guy had a very successful first year with the Oregon State Beavers, and what's going on here? Patching success. Your offline save has been patched to the latest version. Okay, I didn't know there was an issue. All right, but I took the Oregon State Beavers to the national championship game. We lost. Then I went into the transfer portal and I came out. I signed with Michigan, but I don't know, man. It's kind of boring, to be honest with you. The practice, they're not going to let me go into practice because I already practiced. Okay. Practice is a little bit difficult, which is good, and it's supposed to help you. I don't really see. I've been actually simming it recently because I don't see the upside to actually doing it. I don't see much of a difference at all. The weekly agenda, I hope that they're going to let me go in here. Okay, we can go in here. You have things you have to study for your tests. You have to control your leadership, your health, which is obviously very important. You can increase your training if you want to, and you can your influencer and your brand on social media is very important as well. So you get up in the upper right hand corner, you can see you have skill points and energy. The skill points are used to buy upgrades for your guy, and the energy is the amount of hours you have per week to work on these 5 things here. You may have 6 hours per week, and you got to figure out, do you want to spend it on preparing for your next exam? He has one coming up in 8 weeks, or you want to work on your leadership, your health, which is extremely important, obviously, or your influencer stuff. So it's kind of cool that you have to do that, but after a couple weeks, it's kind of boring because you can see I have my health here. When I have first thing that I've been doing is when I start the week, I put all of my energy into academics because you have to keep your thing at a 2.0. Your GPA has to stay at a 2.0 to be able to play. So the first thing I do is I spend all my energy preparing for the test. Once that's done, you don't have to worry about it anymore. Then you can start focusing on your leadership and health and everything else. Um, but it's that simple. It was that easy to figure out. And you look at your coach trust. Your coach trust adds up every time you play, and it's I don't know. I'm the starter, so I really don't know how much the coach trust affects you. The only thing that I notice is that he allows you more audibles during the game, um, and mess with the play. But overall, this is fun. But I just finished my freshman season, and I will not do it again. I will finish this eventually and play through graduation, but I will not. I won't play it again. It's just not that much fun. It is. It is fun. The camera angles are good and everything. Michigan's ranked number 4, um, but it's kind of boring. It's kind of boring. He's a quarterback, and it's just the same thing every single game. He gives you the plays. You throw the plays. It's the same as it was before in your road to glory. It's the same. It's just a different layout, and it's not bad. I'm not going to say it's terrible, but it is kind of boring. After you play the first season, I had to force my way through the final 5 games, including the playoffs, in my freshman year because it was I'm an 83 overall, but I was just I didn't win the Heisman. Did I win the Heisman? I think I did. If I didn't, I was very close. But scrambler, I'm passing 3,000, running 3,000. It's I don't know. It's kind of boring. You may have more fun with it than I did, but it's fun. But once I get finished with this, I will not play this a second time. One time through is going to be good enough for me. Dynasty is what I focus on mostly, and I have several dynasties going on right now. I have my Miami Hurricanes dynasty that I use for my live streams, and I have a Kennesaw State dynasty that I'm working on that I don't want to tell you about because that's coming out soon, and an East Carolina dynasty that I have been working on. And dynasty is a lot of fun. The what sucks is that this is my third time through. I had to restart the dynasty two different times, 3 different times actually, because of the updates, the patches, and all that. And that sucks, man. Because I know if you're like me, you put a whole bunch of time into your dynasties, and conference realignment, all that stuff, and then to have to restart it after you put all that work, and none of that shit saves. So it sucks. But overall, Dynasty is a lot of fun, and I'm telling you right now, I've been playing with Carolina. I'm 3-0 with East Carolina right here, and they are so far the most fun Dynasty I've had. I played with Arizona State. You saw the other one that I had with Kennesaw State. This has been the most fun right now because nobody wants to go to East Carolina for some reason. So recruiting is very difficult, and that makes it all that much more fun to try and get the. Let's see if we can get in here. The guys in. Now you can see on my list here, I got a bunch of 4-stars and 5-star guys. I just got to the point where nobody wants to come to East Carolina, so I just went to the top of the list and started going after 4 and 5-star guys, and I actually got 2 4-star recruits already. But nobody wanted to come here, so I just went after the guys on the top of the list because what the hell, you got nothing to lose. And I signed a couple. But recruiting is very hard with East Carolina, so I find it extremely easy with my Miami Hurricanes dynasty. But overall, dynasty, I don't really see a lot of problems with it. The spots of the ball, I notice, those are very annoying to me. They always seem to be 1 to 3 yards off, especially in the case of a safety, where if the guy's standing at the 1, he gets hit and dropped in the end zone. His knee comes down in the end zone. His ass comes down in the end zone. The ball comes down in the end zone. Everything touches the ground in the end zone, but they don't count it as a safety. They mark the ball at the 1. I've seen that numerous times, and that's annoying. Now, for me right now, I'm playing on a fairly easy difficulty level in my dynasty. As I continue to build, I'm increasing the difficulty level as I progress. So right now, it's not really a problem for me. But when I get into the upper difficulty levels, those 2 points are going to be very, very important. So I really hope they fix that because that is a major problem, and I see it on my live streams. I see it on my regular dynasties during the day that I'm playing, and I see it a lot. And that has not been fixed yet. I don't even know if they think it's a problem. I think it's a problem. When the guy goes down and you're supposed to mark the spot of the ball where the ball comes down or the knee comes down, and they're marking it where he got hit initially, that's a problem. But there's a couple of issues with logos being in the wrong area, logos not appearing on the field in some reason. Those are all minor things, but again, in my head, those are minor things that 3 years in the works should not be a problem. They've had some problems with. Let's look at the top 25, see if we can see anything here. Jacksonville State, you can see is number 20 at 2-0. They've been having a lot of issues despite the patches of really, really low ranked teams upsetting everybody and getting into the playoffs, winning the national championship and stuff like that. Not so much here so far. We're only 3 weeks into the season on this particular one, but it has been a problem elsewhere in other dynasties, and they have tuned it a little bit, so it's a little bit better. Hopefully, it still gets even better though, because it has not. It's still not as good as it needs to be. As far as your coaches go, to control your coaches and build them, this particular guy, Hayden Fox, I have him set as a motivator and a tactician. My Miami Hurricanes dynasty, which I live stream every night, he is a recruiting genius, and that makes a world of difference in the recruiting and your scouting hours. But you can build your coach depending on what you want to do: architect, motivator, program builder, CEO, talent developer, recruiter, or strategist, and or strategist, however you want to say the word. But you can do. There's requirements for each one to unlock them, and that's kind of cool to build your guys. Your offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, you can fire these guys in the off season every single year if you want. And then you have to hire somebody else. There's a problem with this, and I wish I could show you, but I can't because I'm in mid-season here. When you fire somebody in the off season and then you hire them, you can see in the upper right-hand corner, my level for this guy is 21. Now, when you go to hire a new coordinator, all you see is their level. You see their level, uh, this guy's like recruiter, their characteristics. You see their characteristics and their level. But you do not see their grade. See, this guy's an F. So F prestige. This guy's a C prestige. You don't see those. And to me, that is a huge, huge missing piece. When you're trying to hire a new coach, you need to see what they bring to the table and what prestige they have. And you do not know until you hire them. Then you can see that they suck. This guy's a 5, an F. I just hired him and before the season, and he's an F. I actually stole him from Wyoming in the off season, and he's a level whatever he is, but he was the highest level that was available as an offensive coordinator. So I hired him, and come to find out, he has an F for prestige. That's a big, big flaw. You got to be able to see who you're hiring, so because you're working blindly. I mean, what's the point? You hire a guy. I went with the higher level because I'm thinking he's more established, and then come to find out he just sucks and his prestige is an F, and I'm stuck with him for the entire season. I can't fire him until the off season, in which he will be shown the door. But overall, the coach thing is pretty cool, and how you can do your stuff and edit. Now, as far as editing the coach goes, if you go by, if you go to look at his appearance, it's I don't know. You can see the scroll thing on the right hand side. It's very small, so there's a lot of choices for your head. Um, but I don't know, man. With as let's see how many there are. They're numbered, so let's see how many there are. Because as many as there are, the options still suck. The options they suck. There's nothing that looks like me. Not that, anything would, but they have 520 different heads in here. And I don't know. They're generic. You have no control over them. And for 520, I don't think there's that much of a difference between each one to have that many and still have such few options, if that makes any sense to you. Now, there may be, a lot of things here you see that you like. That's fine. To me, not so much. So, but, that's it. And that's why I picked the guy that I did. I couldn't find the look I was looking for. If you know who Hayden Fox is, I was trying to find that particular look and could not. So I settled on this, which looks absolutely nothing like Hayden Fox. So for 520 options, I think it's still the choices are very weak. The options. You can redshirt. You have your roster. I always set my depth chart between every games. Dynasty is cool. Dynasty is really cool. I haven't found any issues with Dynasty other than the spot of the ball. That to me is wrong. Some people were having a problem recently with uh, disappearing scoreboards on the ticker. I did not ever see that problem. So that didn't affect me. But the spot of the ball definitely affects me. You have season stats, career stats, team stats, single game stats, individual stats, lots of different stats that it tracks and records. You can set your settings. You have sliders. Dynasty is very, very customizable. And this is what I've been spending most of my time doing. Let's take a look at Team Builder before we go and take a look at that because that's obviously what a lot of people like. And you go into your download center and it brings up some of the top downloaded stuff. I don't know what this one is, Tyler University. I don't know what that logo is. It's the bottom of it. But you can see down here that you have the top downloaded ones according to them available. But you can go to, you also have playbooks. You have sliders. I haven't shared anything, and things that you've downloaded. You can keep track of some of the things that you've downloaded. But you can search if you want to find something. Oh, too far. You can search if you want to find something. Hit triangle. I'm on PlayStation, and you can put in your keywords. You can type in schools, playbooks, defensive playbooks, whatever you're looking for. You can put in filters for states. You can type in anything, but like if you're looking for, let's say, teams in New Jersey, let's just see. Oh, went too far. Did I go? Yeah, I did. All right. And just go type in New Jersey, and you'll come up with everything that has a keyword of New Jersey in the name or something that you can come up with. So, and there's tons and tons of options of different things on here to do. The team builder is kind of cool. It also has limitations. You have to pick a stadium that is, when you're building a team, you have to do that on your computer, first of all. But you have to pick a stadium that's in the game. There's 150 stadiums in the game, so that you got a lot of options. But the markings are still there, and that bugs me. So if you like let's see, look at this Rock Hill. This one looks kind of cool. Let's check it out. Um, you create your team and you pick a stadium. So Rock Hill doesn't say what their home stadium is. It's in a 30,000 seat capacity stadium that you can see. You can see all the different uniforms before you decide if you want to download them or not. But the stadium, like say that it's Hard Rock Stadium that you want to put these guys in. Okay, that's fine. Put them in Hard Rock Stadium. The problem is all of the Miami Hurricanes markings are still there. So you could be the Rock Hill Blue Hawks playing in Hard Rock Stadium, and it still has all of the Miami Hurricanes markings on the sidelines, on the end boards, and different things like that. And that bugs me. That bugs me. But that's a quick look at Team Builder. It's pretty cool. Definitely check it out if you haven't messed with that at all. So overall, I would say the game is a lot of fun. It's not a failure. It is a money grab for Ultimate Team, like we thought a lot of people thought it was going to be. It's always going to be. That's how they make their money. I will never give them money. I give them money to buy the game. I'm not giving them any more. Believe me, we paid enough for the game. But Ultimate Team is fun overall. It's a lot of fun in the modes that I play. But it is absolutely a money grab, and you can spend a shitload of money in there in those stores. Dynasty is fantastic. It is the anchor mode of the game, in my opinion. Still a lot of minor things wrong with it. The major things that were wrong at launch have been pretty much fixed and patched at this point. Still, you'll see some little nuances here and there that are not correct and need to be fixed. Like I said, bad grammar in some of the headlines. Let's see. We'll go into. We'll load up my Hurricanes Dynasty that I use on my live streams, and I can show you. Some of the bylines are wrong and just terrible grammar. And I mean, I don't know. I cannot find any excuse for that. So like here, you have the pressure continues to mount on Miami in a conquest to stay perfect. That's good. That one's good. I had one where it put after you play the game, it puts the final score up there. I won the game, but at the bottom it said I lost the game. In the headline, it said I lost the game, and that's obviously a glaring error. See where bowl eligible teams are projected to play this season. So those all look good right now, but there's a lot of check out the latest in recruiting. There's a lot of instances where the grammar is wrong. The grammar is there's errors. It says the wrong thing. It'll show like a final score in the upper part of the square, and then at the bottom it'll say the complete opposite. So little things like that still need work. The gameplay itself, I'm not going to put any gameplay in this video, so I'm just showing you the menus and everything that works. If you want to see gameplay, I have 1,000 videos, not 1,000, but I probably have 300 videos already on my channel of gameplay. You can check out any of those and see the gameplay. The gameplay overall is very, very good. I don't have any problems with it. But it's not new like they led us to believe. It's if you played NCAA 14 and then you come to college football 25, other than kicking, it's pretty much the same thing. There's passing is a little bit different, kicking is definitely different, but the gameplay itself is the graphics are incredible now. They are really incredible, but the gameplay itself is kind of the same. I can't see any mind blowing differences, and that's not a bad thing because there was really nothing wrong with it. The game didn't go away because it sucked. There was nothing wrong with it. So the gameplay is really good. The commentary, on the other hand, you have the two commentary teams of Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer. That team is very good, very very good. Let's go into play now mode. That team is very good. The team of Kirk Herbstreit and Chris Fowler. Kirk Herbstreit is really good. Chris Fowler is terrible. He is absolutely terrible. And if you hear any of his speaking, it's as if they were recorded. Everybody did the recordings in their house, but Chris Fowler sounds like he was trying to be quiet. He was trying to be excited and trying to be quiet at the same time, if that makes any sense to you. It makes sense in my head. So he has no enthusiasm at all in his commentary. And it's really too bad because they're the national team. They are the big broadcast team. Kirk Herbstreit is fine. Nothing wrong with his stuff at all. But Chris Fowler's is terrible. It is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And when you hear it, you'll see he has no enthusiasm, no excitement at all. And when he does have excitement, you can tell he's trying to keep it under wraps, where he was at home doing the recording and he was trying to keep it quiet. You can tell. But Reese Davis, no problems at all. His excitement blasts through, and it's perfect. So it's very disappointing that Chris Fowler's is so unenergetic. I'll say. But in the play now, you can pick your where you want the games to be played. You can mess with your uniforms, everything. The play now is pretty cool. I don't play it very often, but it's pretty cool. The matchups that you can do. You go in and you can set your stadium by event type. That's where you have to play. Pick your game type. So that's how you choose your stadiums in the event type. You can choose your broadcast team if let's see. You can choose your broadcast team. You got your big game team on the Orange Bowl. And then some of them you can pick which one you want. Some of them are assigned broadcast team as the regular team with Reese Davis. So some of them are assigned to different ones. But you can only play in like bowl games. You cannot play you can't play the Hurricanes and the Gators in the Big House in Ann Arbor. You can't play them in Michigan. And now in online head-to-head, you can get all those options, but not in the play now. And of course, you can do your stadium is tied into where you're going to play, and you can choose your weather. A lot of people complain that they can't find snow, but you can't put snow in Miami, which kind of sucks. You should be able to. You should be able to put snow in Miami if you want to. It's a video game. Come on, man. But here, guaranteed rate Bowl Stadium, that's in Chicago. I guess your only option is clear, so I guess it's not. I thought that was in Chicago. Fenway Bowl. See, that's Fenway Park. That's in Boston. You should be able to make it snow, but you can't. So sometimes, okay, Duke's Mayo Bowl. I don't know where that is. But you can overcast, partly cloudy, windy, rainy, snow. Okay, you can choose snow. So, but as far as the stadiums go in the play now mode, there should be more options. You should be able to pick your bowl that's not a bowl game to where you're going to play. You should be able to. And another thing that's missing, in my opinion, which is a big loss, is historic stadiums. The Orange Bowl. Why isn't the Orange Bowl in here? They have the file for the Orange Bowl. It was in Madden. It was in College Football 14, or before that. So the Orange Bowl could be in. Other historic stadiums could be in. Those are kind of missing. But overall, uh, I give the game as a grade an A minus. Gameplay is awesome. Graphics are fantastic. The only thing stopping it from being an A plus is the money grab on Ultimate Team and the little things that continue to be wrong, the minor things that have not been fixed as of yet. But overall, gameplay is a lot of fun. Dynasty is awesome. Road to Glory is fun but kind of boring. Ultimate Team, again, fun, but it's a money grab. Dynasty is my mode, go-to mode that I love to play. I will do Road to the College Football Playoff eventually. Right now, I'm just focusing on several different dynasties and other things. But I just wanted to give you guys a full, complete, honest review after playing the game for 6 to 7 weeks. Again, can't stand when people put out a review for a game they played for 8 hours or 3 days. You just cannot give accurate reviews here. I think I've covered everything that I know. If you guys have any questions about something that you might want to know, leave them down in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them if I can. And make sure you hit that like button and subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell icon next to it to turn on all of your notifications so you don't miss out on anything. I have fresh content on the channel every day, and I live stream 5 nights a week, Sunday through Thursday, 6 o'clock kickoff every night with the Miami Hurricanes. Currently, they are the two-time defending national champions, looking for a three-peat. But there is your overall complete and honest review of College Football 25. I give it an A minus. Could be an A plus with a little bit of attention to detail and less money grab, but overall A minus. Still pretty good in my book. Definitely worth it if you're on the fence. You don't know if you want to spend the money or not. Spend the money. You're gonna love it. It's got endless play hours. I mean, it's just I really don't see an end. Dynasties are 25 seasons, but then you just jump into another one. I mean, there's unlimited how many of them you can play. So the playable hours on this, it's just unbelievable. In Dynasty mode, Road to Glory, not so much. Um, Ultimate Team, yes, lots of play hours on that. The challenges are a lot of fun. So overall, A minus. If you're thinking about it, definitely do it, whether it's Xbox or PlayStation. If you like college football, you will absolutely love this game. You just have to overlook the small little things, and you can't let them bother you, like the spot of the ball that bugs the living shit out of me. I try not to let it. Um, but I'm hoping they'll get that fixed eventually. But absolutely, if you like college football 25, even if you're a casual player and you're on the fence, definitely spend the money. You will get many, many hours of fun play time with this game. So absolutely, definitely worth it. A minus is my grade. Thank you for joining. I hope this helps you. Hope to see you on one of my live streams soon. Have a great day.